Mummification was performed by special priests. Normally, in the embalming process, all the internal organs of the body were removed except for the heart, because the ancient Egyptians believed that the heart was where the soul resided. The holes were then filled with chemicals and spices to prevent the growth of any bacteria, and the body was placed in salt to dry. After 40 days, the priests would wrap the body with a linen bandage while reciting a special prayer. After these steps, a mask was placed over the mummy's head so that it could be recognized in the afterlife. King Tut is an Egyptian pharaoh of the 18th dynasty who died at a young age. He reigned for almost 10 years. The cause of his death is still a mystery to the world. Her mummy was discovered in 1922, almost 30,000 years after her death, by Howard Carter and a member of the expedition, Lord Carnarvon, who died a few months after the discovery. Her death also rekindled the myth of the mummy's curse. King Tut's mask is one of the most iconic images in the world that pretty much explains Egypt at that time. Ramses II, who is known as the most powerful pharaoh of Egypt, reigned for almost 60 years and lived for more than 90 years. It is also said that she gave birth to more than 100 children in her lifetime. His body was kept in the Valley of the Kings, but later it was moved to the royal hideout for fear of looters. Ramses' body was found in 1881 and is now on display in the Cairo Museum. When this mummy was discovered by some archaeologists, it was taken to Paris to be treated for a fungal infection. Before the body was flown, he was issued an Egyptian passport, in which his occupation was mentioned as king, deceased. Hatshepsut, one of the most prominent female figures in Egyptian history, reigned for 2 decades. It is known that he has done construction projects in Egypt. Apart from this, he is credited with establishing new trade routes until his death in 1458 BC. He was also discovered by Howard Carter in 1902. Vladimir Lenin, one of the revolutionary thinkers and political figures of the 20th century, is famous as the architect and the first president of the Soviet Union. The mummification of the father of Russian communism has been done for the benefit of future generations, because no mummification process has been done before in modern times. A very complicated embalming method was devised for Lenin's body. His body needed several baths and chemical injections to avoid damage. Mummy Ginger is one of the 6 natural mummified bodies and was named Ginger because of her golden hair. The body is believed to be that of an adult man who, despite having died more than 5,000 years ago, his golden hair and fingernails were not seriously damaged. Ginger is believed to have been placed in a grave with warm, dry sand that absorbs water, 75% of a person's weight, to prevent bacteria from growing. Rosalia Lombardo is the mummy of an Italian baby girl who died of pneumonia at the age of 2. It is said that her father was so depressed that he went to a very famous embalmer named Dr. Alfredo Salfia to preserve his daughter's body. The body is so well preserved that it looks like he just slept. This has made her earn the title of Sleeping Beauty. The technique of preserving this girl's body remained a mystery for more than 90 years until it became clear that she was embalmed with formalin, zinc salts, alcohol, salicylic acid and glycerin.